Hi everybody, my name is Jesse from benderfitness.com and I am stressed and I am crunched for time, but I need to work out, as I'm sure many of you are. So this is going to be a 20-minute, full body, high intensity workout. We're going to work every muscle from the tippy top of our heads to the bottom of our feet. It's going to be 50 seconds of maximum repetitions of each exercise. In between each exercise is going to be 30 seconds of cardio. Cardio of choice, whatever you want to do. I'm stressed. I'm not going to tell you what to do. What I'm going to do, because I'm me, is high knees. And anybody who follows the site knows, well, yeah, he's going to do high knees. But you can also do jumping jacks. And if you really hate yourself, you can do mountain climbers. So, without further ado, we all have little time. Let's get to it. Let me show you the pieces of equipment that I'm going to use. I'm going to be using our balance trainer, and I have various weights of dumbbells that I'm going to intermix throughout this workout because I have weak little runner arms, which is why I'm doing this workout, so I can have big, strong runner arms. So, let's get into it. I have my interval timer set. We're going to start with the cardio, so I'm going to kick right into high knees. I'm going to set this beautiful timer down. And here we go in 3, 2, 1. Synchronize watches and get into it. Wow. If you're doing high knees, make sure you're lifting those knees up to at least waist height. Get those arms moving, no dead arms. And for this entire workout, please make sure you have plenty of safe space in your living room, in your basement, in your attic, in your yard, in your gym, wherever you are. Plenty of space. The first exercise we're doing, you can do this with or without a weight. I'm going to use a weight. We're going to work on our balance. We're doing warrior deadlifts. So I'm going to try and keep a straight back, bend over with one leg, trying to point as far as I can behind me. Slowly bring myself back up to standing. Trying my best to hold my balance, keeping that weight of my standing leg all in my heel. And it doesn't take too much to start to feel these. You can set your feet down in between to reset. And remember to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going right into cardio. Next up, since of course we did one side, we're going to do the other side. Whichever side you started with doesn't matter. Hashtag haircut. I got called Dennis the Menace today. I thought that was pretty spot on. I gave her big kudos on that. Alright, other side. I'll keep facing this way, that way you can see what it looks like from both sides. Without crazy camera tricks. The point of these exercises, whenever you do the repetitions, for things of this nature, you're going for quality, not quantity. So don't keep throwing yourself up and down in horrible form, thinking you're doing a good job. Take your time and work those muscles. You're going to feel this in the back of your legs. Ooh, lost my balance. And in your thighs. A lot. A lot. Woo, cardio. All right, next up, because I'm stressed and I'm mad at life, that's a joke, but we're doing burpees next. There, now you're mad at life. If you don't know how to do burpees, follow along. Okay, for burpees, start in a standing position, squat down, plant your hands, step or jump your feet back, do a push-up or from your knees, ain't no shame, but jump your feet or step your feet back up, jump as high as you can or stand up your tippy toes and squeeze if the impact is bad for you. Now this one, it's quantity and quality.
Make sure when you jump your legs back, right here, you're not letting your back bow. Very bad for your spine and for your life. Woo! Kick right into cardio. Take a few deep breaths. Next up, I'm going to pick up that weight, but you can do the next exercise without a weight, or you can just make up a weight, like a 2-liter, or something heavy and safe to hold on to. A cat. All right, starting a standing position. We're doing curtsy lunge. So I'm gonna not just lunge, but lunge towards that opposite back corner. I'm gonna reach down to that same side with that weight or without a weight. Curl it back up, come to standing position. Only from here, I'm gonna abduct, side kick that leg. So we get every single muscle we can possibly get in our booties, in our hips, low abs, hip flexors. This one hits them all. And we're getting some arm work, with or without the weight. Oh, good. Quick transition, quick. Slowly and safely set down that weight. Then quick. I feel like moving. Better move. I feel too confined. I feel like Kevin Bacon. Just need out here. You need to teach me the Charleston. That looked like a good cardio. I do it now, but you gotta teach me. I thought this was the Charleston, just so you know. Okay, curtsy lunge to the opposite direction. Whichever way you started, it's okay. So I'm stepping across, reaching to the outside, curling up, whoa, side kick. Remember to breathe. Whoa. That baby's being good, he's sleeping. Shh, everyone, shh. I'm just gonna pantomime the rest of the time. Safely set down your weight, quick cardio. He's used to sleeping through this, don't worry. All right, that section, as you can tell, we really targeted the legs and the tush. So now, we're gonna go opposite. No, not our necks. We're gonna work our arms because kills get the kills. I'm gonna use my balance trainer here for an extra added challenge to this workout. And I'm going to do balancing push-ups, which add quite the element of difficulty when you're trying to keep your balance. And this board is wiggling all around. Trying my best to keep good form, not let my back sag down or arch up like a cat. If you don't have that, don't worry about it. The classic push-up or plank works like you would not believe. They're the classics for the reasons. I'm gonna do this with my feet together to really add the challenge. You can also do this with your feet spread apart. Oh, stay still. All right, set that to the side so I can safely get back into cardio. All right, next up, I kind of lied a little, because we're still gonna kind of target our tushes and our legs. We're gonna do squat and curls. Squat and curls. The name is squat and curl for the next exercise. Keep running, keep jumping. Let's do this, all right. All right, so grab your weights, Stand with your feet about shoulder distance apart. I'll kind of turn a little to the side. So you can see I'm keeping the weight in my heels as best I can. Looking straight up, stand, curl, straight back down. Now when I'm doing this, I'm really focusing on my back. I'm trying not to let my back or my body throw the weights up. That's not helping anything. Isolate the movements. Back of the legs, elbows. Hips and knees bend, looking at the ceiling. Lock it, only your elbows. Really, almost get robotic about it. To isolate those movements. I talked a lot in that one. Now we gotta shake it out. Get right back into that cardio. Next up, I'm gonna use that weight again. We're gonna target the backs of our arms with some tricep drops. Please be careful doing this next one. No concussions. All right, safely pick your weight back up. Make a diamond shape with both hands, always both hands. I'm gonna lift it straight up above my head. I'll turn to the side a little bit so you can see my hairy pits. And I'm only going to bend at the elbows. The only thing that should move, aside from your lungs, is your elbows. Isolate the backs of those arms. This is that bat wing we always hear people say, I want to get rid of this when I wave at people. This is it. This is one of those exercises to get rid of that. Focus on that movement. Try not to put your shoulders up in your ears. All right. Safely set down your weight. Get right back into your cardio. All right, next up, we're gonna get down on the mat, down to the ground. We're gonna do walk the plank. Come on, keep up that cardio. We're halfway through this thing now. All right, move my weights real quick. All right, I'll go to the side a little bit so you can see this. I'm gonna start in a forearm plank. Plant one hand, rise up, plant in the other, and do a good plank position. You can do this with your feet spread apart or more close together for the challenge. I'm gonna plant the opposite forearm, back to that forearm. Hand, forearm. I'm gonna do so many this direction, and then I'll switch hands, which one I put down first. Really engaging the core the whole time. And breathing. Whoa, quick transition, right up in the cardio. Whoo. Now it's starting to hurt. All right. Next up, we're gonna isolate those arms again with a curl and press. We're gonna work the shoulders and the traps a little bit more, along with those curls. Keep up that cardio. All right, real quick transition, grab those weights. I'm gonna show you got the space. I'll try to be Tuffy McTufferson and use my heavier weights. Press, back down to curl. Curl, press, back down. Whenever you press, try your best not to scrunch your shoulders up like that. I see a lot of people really trying to get that weight up there. And if you can't keep proper form, neck elongated away from the shoulders, then you might be using a weight that's just beyond what you should be doing. So try just bumping it down a little bit. And remember to breathe. Can you see how sweaty I'm getting? Is that good? Is that show it works, or is that just gross? Some people think it's gross. All right, right into cardio. All right, we've picked on our arms enough. Let's pick on our abs. Let's let's get that core. We're gonna target every section of our core. Down the middle, the obliques, the low back, the intercostals. We're about to work all of them in 5 easy moves. No stress on the word easy. All right, first move we're doing, we're gonna lie flat on our backs, scooch away so you can see this. And we're gonna do, there's no place like home. We're going to, you can either stretch your arms straight above your head. I like to support my neck. Try my best to point my toes out. And I'm gonna tap my heels like Dorothy, up and down. Trying my best not to let my legs relax on the ground. How do you speak so clearly while you do ab exercises? Oh God.
It's a magic trick.
It's a magic, I can tell. I sound like I'm having a really hard time in the bathroom while I do it. And then do this. All right, quick transition. Right up into the cardio. On the mat, off the mat, off the mat. Keep raising those knees. Keep doing those jumping jacks. Those high knees. The marching in place if you're just walking around. Keeping that heart rate up. Whatever you're doing, keep it up. And good freaking jog, because this isn't easy. That's why everybody isn't out doing this stuff. But you are. Hopefully. All right, next up, we're doing side V-ups. So I'm gonna lay on one side. I'm gonna target those obliques and intercostals. I'm not pushing through this arm, merely for balance. And I'm gonna reach up, making a V, kinda, like that. Right there's the V. And reaching towards my feet. Trying my best not to lay down in between each one. Only using this bottom arm for balance. Reach down. Oh, that's burning good. Ooh, quick transition. Right up into cardio. Good job, Maverick. Working hard, brother. All right, of course, since we did one side, we're going to work at the other side. Get those knees up. Push a little harder. Quick transition. You know the exercise now. Let's try to get more on this side. Balance, reach and tap. These are much more enjoyable whenever you're not trying to talk. Good job. These are not easy. Get in as many as you can. The only competition is with yourself. I got hair, please. Birds, hold it. Ah, yes. Quick transition. So we worked one side, we worked the other. Now we're gonna focus on the center of our abs and those low abs, along with some of our intercostals. We're going to do Russian twists. Why the Russians get credit for it? But hey, good on you for coming up with that one. Come on, keep up your cardio. Now quit that, get down on the mat. I'm gonna sit on my tuchus, get my legs bent in. I'm gonna rock back till I find my balance as best I can. And what I'm going to do, you could do this with a weight if you're really hardcore and awesome. I am not. So I'm going to tap and tap either side. Something like temple tap abs, if you've ever done those with us. I'm gonna tap, tap. Just tap it in. Just tap it in. Back and forth. If they're burning too bad, try to just hold that position with your knees parallel, your shins parallel with the ground. If you can keep going, keep going. If you lose your balance, get right back into it, don't worry. Spent too much time talking. Quick transition into the cardio. Woo! One move left. We're gonna target straight down the middle. The top of your abs, right down the middle. Hi, beautiful eyes. Go to sleep. We're gonna do leg lift, hip lift. Okay, back down on the ground, lay flat on your back. Same thing as before, you can support your neck or keep your arms stretched over like this. I support my neck. A lot of times when I do this, it makes a funny fart noise on the mat. Hopefully that doesn't happen. You raise your legs up and try not to make it one motion. Try to segment it a little bit. I'm gonna press my heels to the ceiling. Oh. Here, I'm gonna move my shirt, see if I can get it to do that noise. Oh, nothing. Of course, when you wanted to. Oh, it hurts so good. Oh, I should have just kept that up. Great job, everybody. That's 20 minutes. That's a lot of sweat. This is a lot of hurt. That's really annoying. And we've done it. We did our workout. You got 20 minutes to work your full body, to burn a buttload of calories. And if you did this with me, you just friggin' did. Great job, good on you. And please come back. Click like if you like the video. Click subscribe if you like getting free workouts, tips for healthy living, tips for bikini prep competitions, as you can tell, tips for running, tips for overall fitness. Please comment, please join us on YouTube for over 700 free home workouts, benderfitness.com. Thank you very much for joining me. Can't wait to do this again with you. Hi, handsome.